Hello everyone, welcome to those who are new, welcome back to those who are not. At the end of this video, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe and turn on the notified bell and also share this video. Confident in God in the midst of your uncomfortableness. We're all human and at times we do face with situations that take us from our comfort zone and put us into a place of uncomfortableness. Now, what would you do? Say you're a believer or you're not a believer and you believe on God, you trust in God, you have confidence in God, but yet you are in a position where you become uncomfortable. And only God can deliver you. But it can be a state of uncomfortableness in a way that if you're not careful, you will throw in the towel. You will ask God, why? Why me? Why do I have to go through this? Not knowing that sometimes it's a process. And we all have to go through our process. We all have to go through process in life in order for God to take us where He wants to take us. Now, if you find yourself placed into a state of uncomfortableness and you realize it's a process, fight through, bear it out. It doesn't make sense you quit. Because if you quit today, you're going to have to go through it again come tomorrow. Because if God said you have to go through it, you're going to have to go through it. Let's look at Daniel in Daniel 6. Now King Darius set princes over the whole kingdom. But Daniel had an excellent spirit in him. So King Darius placed Daniel above all the others. But because of this, it took Daniel out of his comfort zone. Yes, it does. Because the others that were there, they seek to find occasion against Daniel, but they find none. They search, they dig, they inquire, I believe, but they found none. Verse 5, then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against this Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his God. Now, see what happened? They can't find nothing against this Daniel. But if they try where God is concerned, they will find something. Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king and said unto him, King Darius, live forever. All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to mark a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any god or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of the lions. Now you see this now? These men couldn't find nothing against Daniel. So they make a decree. Yes, they make a decree to take down Daniel concerning his God. Now Daniel knew about the decree. But Daniel will not bow to no other God, because he knew only one true and living God. He will not pull himself down to worship no other God, because he believed in only the God that he knew from a time back then until now. Now Daniel knew about the decree. Did we think that Daniel threw in a towel? No, he did not. There's a man who prayed 3 times a day. But they know that if they catch Daniel praying, then they can pull him up. Yes, man. To King Darius. So these men, they want to get rid of Daniel. So they watch out. They keep watching to see when he's going to pray, because they knew the time and the hour when Daniel go down and pray. But Daniel have no fear, because he was confident in his God. So Daniel set out to pray, same like I normally pray, 3 times a day. And because they were watching, they claimed that they catch him praying. Yes, man. Bring him up to King Darius to be thrown in the lion's den. Now Daniel believed and have a confidence in his God. Said, no matter what, I believe Daniel's purpose in his heart not to lose confidence in this God. So when they catch up on Daniel, it didn't matter to him. Daniel believed that God can deliver him. God can save him. I'm just paraphrasing right now. And even if he doesn't come through, I'm going to hold my confidence in my God. So when they threw Daniel in the lion's den, they thought, yes, it is over. I'm paraphrasing right now. It is over. Because maybe one of them wanted Daniel's position. So Daniel lose his comfort zone to spend the night among the lion. Yes, man. You can imagine you're taken out of your comfort zone, thrown, I should say, into lion's den, thrown into prison, thrown into jail. Can you imagine? What would you do? Would you still hold confidence in your God? When you see the actual time come for you to step into that den, would you still hold confidence in your God? Because hearing about one thing and facing this is another thing. It's totally different. Daniel was faced with the situation now. But he entered the den boldly, because he know the God that he serves. We need to know the God we serve that is able to do every and anything for his people. We need to hold firm in our God. We need to let our confidence be cemented in God. Now also, in the book of Esther, but before I go to Esther, let me just finish off with Daniel here. Daniel was thrown in the lion's den, but they didn't eat him. They could not eat Daniel because God was with him. Yes, God was with Daniel. Somebody needs to have that firm belief that no matter what you're facing, God is with you. No matter what they throw at you, God is with you. No matter what they come at you, God is with you. Now also, Esther was there. Esther took the place of Vashti. And she was there in the palace. Now while she was there, Haman sought to kill all the Jews. But there was a man called Mordecai. Mordecai knew that his confidence in God is firm. His belief in God is solid. And he will not go down without a fight. So Mordecai, he makes sure to make Esther know that, listen to me, Esther, not because you are in the palace, you will not escape what is coming. So he persuaded her to help. Now Esther come to realize this and realize, listen to me, although I'm here, they don't know that I'm a Jew. So, but listen, I'm going to have to go down also. I'm going to have to go through this king. I'm going to have to prove my confidence in this God. Yes. Sometimes we're there and the enemy plotting against us. Because Daniel's enemies, they were the one who was cast. They was the one who was destroyed. Now here come Mordecai enemy now, Haman. Yes, man. Rose up against the man of God. We need to be careful or we go against God people. We don't know who belong to God. We don't know who are standing for God. We don't know who are firm in God. But we just need to be careful or we go up against someone whose confidence is firm in God. Mordecai took on fasting. Yes, man. He took on the fast and decided to listen. I'm not going to shift, I'm going to stand my ground. I have to prove my God. And they all joined in. And they did their fasting. And what happened? The table turned. Yes, the table turned. It's no longer Mordecai who's going to be hung. Because Haman, thinking that the gallows that is built, Mordecai will be hung on it. But God stepped in because you can imagine Mordecai there, Esther there, being comfortable, especially Esther. And when she realized what she's up against and her people is up against, you can imagine how she have a sleepless night. Because guess what happened? Her comfort zone shift. Which comfort zone are we in right now? Are you in right now also? And can be shift at any time. Ask yourself the question again. Will I stand? Would I be able to hold out? Would I still hold firm in my God? Would I still trust Him? Would I still minister for Him? Would I still try to win soul for Him? What if they lie on you? Tell some serious lies. And these lies they're telling you, it tear you, it rip you to pieces. Would you still stand? Can you still carry on? Can you? Ask yourself that question again. would I be able to stand? Don't wait until something happens for you to start to think. Think ahead. God, I don't want this to happen, but what if it do happen? Will I stand? Lord, I don't know if I will stand, but I'm asking you, please, give me the courage to stand. Start praying from now. Start thinking positive from now that what if it should happen? Lord, I need to be able to still pray. I want to be able to still stand firm in you. I want to still be able to believe and trust you. God bless you all. Do look out. I'm going to do a series. Do look out for that. God bless you.